What's up, buddy? What are you thinking? That's where I'll be. One day, get a crystal halberd or a crystal harpoon. I was getting 90k and 85k, 90k an hour with a regular harpoon. Nah, solo. I only solo. It's easy. It's the same thing both times. Get a load of fish. Make sure you bind yourself to the tie-off. Cook your fish. Another wave's gonna come. Get the fires under control. Get on the boat. You have 2 waves of that. Get on the boat. Do your first wave of fish. It's the same bullshit over and over again. It's easy. It's actually fun. Heal mass for 85k. Well, you'll enjoy those streams in the future. But the thing is that when you solo, you can't fuck up anything once, which isn't that hard to do in that. Let's be honest, it's not that hard not to fuck up a round of Temperus. It's pretty easy. Place is easy as hell, but one screw up and your whole round is over. I did a lot more of them on my hardcore. Mass is fun. Yeah, guess it's whatever you want. I just don't like people, so mass isn't fine for me. Doesn't matter. I don't want to be around them. It's bad enough I have to do fucking 200 mil fire making for the 4th time. Yo, what's up, Occult? Yeah? Good. Today was very good. Wired connection. No. It just barely made it. It just barely reached the hole I put through the floor. Just barely. I gotta sit strapped to the fucking thing. Better than having my shit DC. Oh shit, I forgot to say that I don't own any of the rights to any of this music I'm playing on this video for YouTube. You buckled your shoulder. Friday on chest. Ow. Yeah, I said ow. Incline, declines are the nicest way to rip your fucking chest from your body and break, like, rip your muscles from your like. Incline and decline lifting is so fucking dangerous that I don't understand why people even put it in their routines. It's so dangerous. There's so many. I mean, yes, it puts more tension. Yes, it tears the muscle better. Does it? You know, but I never did any inclined or declined. Did the landlord complain about the hole? Well, there's 5 of them. I finally found the right spot. Fucking hole. 2 holes over here, a hole behind me, and then 2 holes over where I found the spot. I hope that's not a problem. It gave me a chance to make my shit nice, though. I got my dresser now. Got my little setup. Actually have more space now. I got a lot more space now. Thing is, like, when I'm streaming, I'm wired in, and I can't really move from this spot. I gotta remember not to fucking jerk the laptop around and shit. Like, it's the last thing this thing is gonna carry over to my next device, unless the device has a direct Ethernet cable. Then I'll keep using this splitter that I got. It's a USB to Ethernet port, and that's what I use right now, so I could be wired in, because for some reason my net that I got, the Wi-Fi DCs sometimes, and I just can't deal with Wi-Fi all the time. Wi-Fi fucking sucks, especially if you're trying to stream and shit. Like, it doesn't matter how bad my laptop is when the net's kicking out because you're fucking streaming and you're running. I'm getting my laptop on the 22nd. I just need this thing to last me a few more days. Well, 2 weeks. Did we lag? That's only because I'm running at a very low bit rate so that everybody can watch people even with boondock internet. There's always going to be frame rate. There's always going to be stuff like that. That's just because I'm doing a courtesy to people that don't have good internet. I also switched ads off, so I don't know if anybody's noticed that you don't have to deal with fucking ads and shit as many. That was just like a courtesy to myself, not just everyone else. You do notice less? I've been wondering, thank you for telling me. Whatever Twitch plays is on their end now, it's nothing to do with me. Whatever sort of ads you get, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Just to kind of, it's out of my hands in that regard. But this is probably the only monetizable stream that you're gonna see that has no ads, which it's gonna benefit me. I don't care about money or any of it. I care about bringing people together. So if people start hanging out here and they realize like, oh shit, there's like no ads, barely, then they're more likely to want to hang out. That's the main reason I fucking shut them off. In the middle of a conversation about anything, and then boom, there's a minute and a half of ads. I don't care about the money. It's like some months it's almost $100 worth of ad revenue just from running those ads. But this isn't like a big stream. Like, it's a little fucking nobody stream, and running ads like that when you only have fucking 10 viewers, it's kind of off-putting it, probably. It's alright, viewer count rises with your rank. That I know very well. I see people lurk and come in and lurk and leave without talking. A lot of different people that I've known, past and present. I mean, I don't blame anybody that doesn't hang out here anymore. It's like, I was a top page main, so that attracted an audience of mains, and then I was hardcore, and that attracted, like, now I'm a UIM, no one's gonna give a fuck at the beginning, like, at these stages. When I max in June, it'll be, then I could put, like, top, I'll be, like, ranked, like, 80 something when I max, so. Once I'm able to put, like, rank 80 UIM, and then beyond that, just goes up, that's when it's really going to start up for me again. Is after max. I made a progress video. Last one for a while. I made one a month before that one, but I'm not making another progress video until 2200. Just because I'm loading my channel with so many videos already by uploading my streams. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't believe how many, throughout all the videos, how many viewers it's getting throughout the day and night because of different people watching the different streams. Apparently, the trend looks to be that they're going from 1, 2, 3, and they're just watching them every day. Like, it's pretty cool. You can see in your analytics and everything who's watching what's what. I'm on pace for like 5,000 views this month. My channel only gets 1,200, 1,500 usually. I think it'll be enough for me to push for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That would be fucking huge for a skiller. Huge for someone who trains their skills, man. That's all my YouTube has ever been, is just progress rambles, a couple videos with other people, but mainly just no music, ramble talks, and that's it. The dog bear, deer bear, a fucking deer with a bear's head. Been almost a month since my wisdom tooth surgery, and it's still just every day closing a bit more and more, a bit more and more. But I could see the roots, though. That's the thing that I don't like. But I'm just gonna roll with whatever happens. I have no pain or anything, so. Supposed to heal and seal all the way within 6 to 8 weeks, so by like the 20th or so it should be pretty well healed, completely healed. That's just thanks to me irrigating it every day and taking care of my teeth. I don't know how it would ever have healed if you didn't irrigate it, because the food just gets stuck into the socket. Like, there's no way to avoid it either. Like when you eat, there's no way to avoid it. You know it's an old playlist when you hear Midway. What's up, doll? How you doing, man? Yeah? Yeah, I'll be back. I need to get a drink. Forgot to grab one before I went live. I haven't followed any of the election stuff whatsoever. None of it affects me. I'm not going to get a raise. I'm not going to make any less. It's not going to help my RuneScape account. It's not going to... The only thing that would be nice is less taxes taken out of my paycheck every week, but that ain't going to happen. So that's the only thing that would affect me. I don't give a shit how much milk is or gas, or you buy it. I used to spend 20 bucks a day on cigarettes. You think I care if I buy a gallon of milk? Like, everybody's so fucking worried about this president, blah, 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 blah. It's... Don't care. Ain't no illegal aliens or whatever they call them trying me in the streets. No. The price of gas has been pretty much the same for as long as I can remember. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it might sound a little rude. I don't give a fuck about $1 more a gallon or whatever. Like, that doesn't make much of a difference, really. It's such a like a minute thing. It's like a lot of people are just broke as fuck and they want more of a handout. It's lazy, broke fucking people. They want more of a handout. That's what they want. They want life to be easier for them. They want taxes to go down. They want things to be cheaper so they can be lazier. They want handouts like the people that they hear getting handouts, but they don't want to get handouts, if that makes sense. They're too proud to say they'd rather just sit home and collect. Yet, the very thing they're fighting for is cheaper prices. Very prejudiced ads on TV about transgender people. Very racist ads. It's almost, I almost can't believe they're allowed to post, they're allowed to say the stuff that they're saying on these ads. Who cares what somebody wants to... No, the one thing they were saying is like, people in jail will be, our tax dollars will go to their sexual transformations while they're in jail. Our money's already going to people fucking that are in there killing each other, so who cares if our money's going to people letting them people be what they want to be? I don't care. It's racist, prejudiced dicks who are like, my money's going to people. So what, man? That's the way they choose to live their lives. Who cares? If it makes you feel better, the average American prisoner, it costs $90 grand a year to house them in prison. So they're already being afforded more than you are, more than most. I'm in the belief that it doesn't matter who goes in there for the next 4 years. What are they really going to be able to do in 4 years? Listen to me. If Trump gets in, all we're going to hear about is how he's this and how he's doing that and how blah, 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 and it's not that he's doing too much and he's... If she gets in, the whole world's going to act the way they did the last 4 years and just talk shit. Well, America's gonna act that way. So it's fucked either way. Like, it's like, no matter what happens, no matter what the outcome is, people are still gonna, it's still gonna be a problem. People are still gonna be bitching. Instead of going to these rallies, people could go out and help with actual volunteering and environmental, different organizations and things like that. But no, they're sitting there trying to get as close to the camera as they can while they're clapping and cheering for like, what the fuck is wrong with people? I'm sorry, but I've never been to a rally, and I will never go to a rally because I am not. I just could never imagine it's just very odd to me. Go in there like you just see some king or something. Going there to listen to what they're gonna do. It's all it's a sales rep. It's all it is. It's salesman. It's all bullshit. It's all money. It's all dollars. Trump just sits there the whole time talking about how, oh, well, this, and Biden that, and this, that, and this, that. He's an entertainer. He's just acting. It's all acting for him. It's, you know, different roles he played in movies and shit have brought him to the point that he's at now. He's on there saying about her, "You're fired," like waving his hands around. If delusion could embody something, it would be an embodiment of Donald Trump. If you could put an embodiment of delusionalism, Donald Trump. People like my fucking dad is so annoying. I stopped talking to him over the past few weeks, and I won't for a little bit. Talking about, well, they better get him in there, because it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Dave? Like, he doesn't own a home, he doesn't pay any taxes, he doesn't pay, what does he care? But I don't want to be mean and say that to him. My dad lives with his parents, so he doesn't pay rent or bills or any sort of adult things. My dad's a lucky bastard. He got to be almost 60 years old still, and his parents are still around, and he gets to live there and make his mixed CDs, burns his CDs in the basement, gets stoned and drunk. That would be me, except with RuneScape. If my parents were together, I would just be living off my mom and dad, just playing RuneScape. Mom! Mom, what's for dinner? I can't tell you the last time I had my mom prepare me a meal. Like, we went to not my brother's birthday, some birthday party thing. I don't remember. I was on some different things that I can't discuss. Well, there's grown adults that wake up each day and, hi mom, walk by their mom as they go on their way to work. Now, I don't look down on people that are, you know, in their 30s and they live with their parents, as long as they're not like assholes to people. If you're a grown adult and you have to live at home, don't talk about other people on the internet. It's on the level of that goofball Vizala. That fucking dude. That's a very deranged human being. I hope the best. I hope he gets like actual help at some point. Nearly 40, living off government assistance and putting other people down online. That's ballsy type of person. I put him right in his place, blew up his spot pretty hard. He was talking down on people, and I've known Vazal. I've known him for 10 years. I know when he got put on housing and everything years ago, and he's online talking like he's something. Like, shut up. He was attacking somebody who has a PhD in chemistry and works in a lab and does, like, makes a very good paycheck. Well, he was putting him down. He was talking shit, and I was like, dude, you fucking live off government assistance, housing, food, everything. I said, what are you saying? Why are you saying this shit? And he was like, delete that, or I'm gonna leak everything about you. I said, everybody already fucking knows everything about me, you nitwit. Like, go ahead. Well, he deleted all the messages, and I didn't delete mine. I should retweet it every other day. Fucking goofball. He's one of those I'm gonna players. I'm gonna do this, never does it. I'm gonna do that, never does it. I'm gonna get 200 mil in Slayer, never does it. I'm gonna get 200 mil strength, never does it. He just said never does it. He never does it. Comes up with a goal, never does it. Dead YouTube channel. Doesn't stream because he is too afraid to put on them. And then you're gonna go online and talk. He's gonna go online and talk down on people. No, I'm gonna put an end to that. I put an end to it right away. Like, don't talk about people. Don't talk about people when you have nothing to talk about yourself. That was good. You know, it's really wild being back in a building where there's a kitchen I can use for stuff, and there's a nice refrigerator, and it's not all. Not that I don't miss my trailer and everything. I wish I could fucking go right now, but it's nice having amenities. It's nice having a toilet. I can get up and go to the bathroom before work, and I don't have to go outside in the woods and do that, or go till I get to work. There's a lot of nice things about being in a building with plumbing and everything. But my God, I just wish I was in the woods right now with the weather the way it is. It's so nice right now. It's the best optimal camping weather you could have. That's the shame about that place. I was thinking though, man, not this year, like not this winter, not next summer, but the following summer, I'm gonna get a nicer, newer camper with slide outs and shit, like a mini home, and then I'm gonna find somewhere I can take it in the winter. Nothing crazy, just enough to have some nice space and be able something that could be mobile. Then I can heave the old one, stick that in the site there in the summer, and then go somewhere in the winter. I don't want to pay house taxes, school taxes, borough taxes, water. I don't want to own a home. At least not at this point. I did own a home, but I don't want to own one again. I don't want to deal with it. So renting places, fucking living in campers, just cheap living. I could go tomorrow. I could go call up a realtor, tell them I have $25,000 cash I'm willing to put down. I have more, but tell them I have $25,000 I want to put down on something that's like $150K. Have a 30-year mortgage of about $700 a month. Bada bang, bada boom, I have a house. I can't commit to something like that, man. I have a hard time committing to things that last 2 weeks, let alone committing to a mortgage and committing to... I can't do it, man. I just don't feel like doing it. I'm sorry. I'm just not... I want to rent. I just rent, and fucking that's the way it is for now. I'm just renting in different places, and maybe someday I'll get to the point where I want to settle down and just stay at the same place. Maybe. But I get stir crazy, man. Like I'm only gonna live here until like probably March. I told the landlord I'd be here till May, but I'll probably leave in March. And then I'll stay with friends or something until I can go to my trailer opens. I'm renting an attic space for the winter because you can deal with cold. You cannot deal with the heat of the summer in an uninsulated, unrefrigerated fucking attic. You can't deal. You'll die. You'll literally die. You can deal with any amount of cold, okay? Because you can throw space heat on. You can throw a heater on, you can wrap yourself up in fucking blankets, and you're doing alright. Heat, plus, I've saved myself $500 a month. Rooms to rent here are $1,200 a month, plus utilities and everything. After he was done showing me the room I wanted to get, he took me and showed me, he's like, okay, I will show you to the attic, you can see where you can put your stuff, da 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 da. He's like, I have a room, you could put... And I said, how much to rent up here? What do you mean? My landlord's name is Dermead, so he has a very heavy Indian accent. Well, he was like, what do you mean? You want to rent the attic? I said, yes. I was like, please. I was like, this is perfect. I was like, how much? I was like, I'll pay you whatever you want. He says, I cannot rent you attic. He said, there's no heat, there's no air conditioning, there's no heat, there's no insulation. I'm like, listen, man, this is optimal. The room was in between. Okay, let's just say this: there's some old people that live here, and old people can't fucking hear. So all you can hear is 2 TVs going on at the same time in that room. I can't hear a fucking thing up here. There's nothing, just no one. I never see anybody. I never talk. The only time I saw one of the people that live here. I saw him yesterday. I was talking to him, and 5 minutes into the conversation, he asked me if I could sell him pot. I was like, no, man. Like, Jesus Christ, why can't I go anywhere where people don't ask me for drugs? Well, they smell that shit on you. What'd you get, Toad? Let me get some. I don't share, especially not. I'm living in an area of New Jersey where I know nobody. Nobody knows me. I don't want any sort of reputation of being known for selling any marijuana or any. I'm just trying to mind my business and live here for the next 4 months or so. And that's it, man. I'm not trying to get involved. I'm not getting involved in any stupidity. 1st of March, I'll go and figure out where I'm going to move. And or when it starts getting to the point where you're getting hot days one after another, then it's time to leave. Because you can't, like I said, I cannot deal with heat. I can deal with the most bitter fucking cold you've ever seen in your life. I cannot do heat. Can't do it. It's not just because of one of the medications my doctor has me on. It's not just because of that. It's also just because I just don't like the heat. I just hate it. You're out, you're sweating, especially when you're fucking bald. You got no hair to catch your sweat. You just sweat like a fucking pig. Being bald is a curse. It's a curse in the summer. People are like, oh, it's probably a lot cooler when it's nice and cool on your head when there's nothing to catch your sweat. You just sweat and sweat and sweat. There's this new study that doctors are doing where they say it's not good to make your bed. Like, don't make your bed. They're talking about how the simple fact that there are millions of mites, microscopic mites, mating and feeding and eating off of our skin cells while we sleep. And when you sweat in your sleep, if you do, and that moisture, when you go and make your bed, that heat and moisture becomes a breeding ground for further bacteria and mites and dust mites. So effectively, when you make your bed, if you sweated that, if there was any sort of, you just made yourself a great little nesting ground for bacteria. I don't put sheets on mattresses. I'll lay a blanket down on it, lay a pillow, and lay it. I go through mattresses every couple months. Like I picked this one up for free from a family member. This is a king size mattress. I can actually lay all fucking sprawled out. Feels great for my back. But what'll happen is I will suddenly leave in March, and this will all stay here. I won't take the mattress with me. I'll take the bedding with me, but everything else, the landlord doesn't know that yet. He doesn't know that he's gonna come back to a fuck. Dude, I had to drill 5 holes into the floor to find the spot to put the Ethernet cable. I told him I had to drill a hole. There's like 5 holes drilled through the floor. Anything to get the Ethernet wired in, man. The Wi-Fi, my ISP is okay. It's okay. But the Wi-Fi was cutting in and out. I can't be dealing with that, especially the fact that I'm getting a new laptop in a few weeks and intend on doing a fuckload of streaming and video making this winter. I cannot be dealing with DCs. I can't be dealing with Wi-Fi cutting out. So we wired into the router. This is the first time we ever got to use every foot of a 150-foot Cat 6 Ethernet cable. We literally have 3 feet no. There's only 3 feet that would come up through the floor and fits right to the laptop. Just barely made it to fit. They wouldn't and couldn't put my router up in the attic of the building because it's just not. There's 7 apartments. There's an entire basement. There's an entire attic for storage. There's 2 kitchens, and there's 4 bathrooms. Now, I have my own bathroom because of where I stay, and I share the one kitchen with 2 other people. I think it is something like that. I got a noise complaint my second night here, but haven't gotten one since. I was going off. I was really loud, dude. Like I watched like the end of that stream around the time when people were bitching, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get thrown out. Like I joke around and I'm like, oh, I don't care if I get thrown out, but it would really suck to get thrown out because I don't have anywhere to go on the. Well, I could hit up a homie. I have a place to go on the fly. I always have a place to lay my head, but that's not optimal. I could deal with a couple weeks living with friends. Like, for example, I'll live with friends from, say, March the 15th until May the 1st. I can deal with that. But you outstay your welcome after about 6 weeks, even if you're paying rent. Like, when I go to my buddies, I'll give his mom $500 a month. So what I'll do is I'll just give her like fucking almost $1,500 for 6 weeks and be like, here you go. Like, basically leave me alone. I always pay money up front for shit. Like, I gave Dermead fucking $2,100, so that's 3 months covered. When I started talking about wanting the attic and he was telling me no, I pulled out a fucking wad of hundreds and just started flipping them over. I'm like, alright, here's $2,100. That's the money I got back from the place I was supposed to stay at. That place was an extra 30 minutes drive from work. The rooms were $700 a pop, and you shared one kitchen with 5 other people and 2 bathrooms. I was like, no. So when I heard about this place from a friend, I was like, alright, let's check it out. Well, he didn't take a security deposit. He didn't take a first or last month. I gave him the 3 months up front. And that changed his mind completely. Money changes everything. Someone could be like, oh, no, there's no room. We can't have you in there. Here's $2,000. Oh, okay, my friend. Okay, I'll help you. It's amazing what money can fucking do. It could turn a no into yes. It could turn a possibility in that you drill the hole in the corner. I drilled 5 holes and finally found the spot, the correct corner of the room of the attic area. But I drilled a hole over here, I drilled a hole behind me, I drilled a hole behind here, and then I drilled 2 more so I could finally find a good spot down there. Thank God it didn't go, it's in like a closet, the holes, and there's a drop ceiling. Well, thankfully I only had to take out 1 tile to put the cord, and then I was able to put the tile back. But I didn't tell him I drilled 5 different holes. This fucker right here, man. To get you through anything. It's an egg whisk. Oh yeah, he's fucking. As a business owner, I'd be like, are you kidding me? I'm gonna get $700 extra. So for him, he can now rent out that room, and he got another tenant at $700 a month. So $700 a month to have a person in the attic of your apartment complex. That opens up a room for someone who, like, no one else besides someone like me who just cares about RuneScape would be willing to live in an attic. Well, that's great, because now he has that room that I was going to get. He can sell it, he can rent it to someone else. Then he's making $1,900 a month because of it. Because the rooms are $1,200 a month to have a room. I pay $700 because I took the attic. I'm a lucky motherfucker, dude. I love my little space here, man. It's humble, but it's home, you know? It's humble, but it's home. Try to get a picture of where I wired in. So here's where I wired in. There's the other hole. And here's my, like, space, basically. It's cozy. That's my bed. King size mattress. I have all my stuff on there. I have some of my clothes, some clothes and shit over there. I'm just chilling, man. How much is a room there? $1,200. Plus electric, everything, utilities, obviously. I pay utilities too, but $1,200 is fucking dirt cheap. Most decent apartments cost over $2,000, like almost $2,000 for apartments. Why so much? Welcome to this area. $1,200 is dirt cheap. And I pay $700, so that's even crazier. You don't understand how expensive the cost of living in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. Here, let's put it this way: it's the least expensive in Jersey, it's middle expensive in Pennsylvania, and then it's unreally expensive in New York. Like $4,000 rent a month for a 1-bedroom. That's just not gonna happen. I'm not spending that kind of money ever. I don't care if I was a fucking millionaire living off of my portfolio. I still would not spend that much money on a mortgage or a rent or. But what are you gonna do when you live in New York and you work in New York, and those people have no choice. I got a buddy of mine. He's a lineman. Makes very good money. He's got a mortgage, 3 car payments, kids in school, every other bill that comes out. His wife doesn't work. He doesn't have $1 to show for it in his pocket. Doesn't have a single dollar to show for any of it. All he has is enough to pay his bills. Even though he's making like $140 an hour, still just making enough just to pay bills. When you get $1 million home, a brand new Ford Raptor, he has an SS Camaro, he has a couple bikes, he's got an older Corvette, he's got what the hell else does he have that he's making payments on? Oh, he's got a Chevy Trailblazer, a newer Trailblazer that he's making payments on. Well, he's got 3 different cars to make payments on, and a mortgage, like a $2,600 a month mortgage, $400+ a month electric bill. To heat that home in the winter, he spends almost $500 a month on fuel. It's like, holy fuck. And that's not including taxes, school taxes, borough taxes, federal tax, property tax. Like, all in all, I would say my buddy probably spends about $5,000 on house bills a month. I could live off of $15,000 for a year. What is the point of making that kind of money when $75,000 basically of it goes to bills, and then all that's left goes to your kids, your family, going out, doing this, doing that, living a lifestyle? Like, as Edward Norton said in Fight Club, we make money to impress people we hate. We work jobs to make money to impress the people that we don't like. Basically, that's life. That's how most people live, man. Working's a choice, though. There's a million things you could do to make money and not have to punch a card or time in anywhere. There's remote work available. I can't do that shit anymore because I did it for so long that it just makes being at the computer feel like a job. I can't deal with that shit. Like, if somebody told me right now, alright, Dave, give you just what you're making at the shop. So I'm doing pig stomachs right now, so I'm making extra. I'm making $50 an hour at the moment. But if they told me, okay, we're going to give you a remote job, you can make the same, I would turn it down because I just can't. I can't. It's like work at the computer. It becomes work. It's not even fun anymore. If you would have said that I would feel that way 4 years ago, I would have told you to go fucking smoke more crack because there's no way I'd want to work. At that time, I didn't want to work. There was a time where I just did not want to work. Didn't want to do shit. I didn't have any government handouts. I didn't have any fucking... I grinded RuneScape streams and barely lived. That's how I got by. People like T-Bone who were previously subscribed for 21 months, for example. People used to... A lot more money used to flow through here, but now people know I make more money. I make more money than most of the people that watch my streams, so money isn't really encouraged around here. I don't need it. Keep it. Give it to someone else if you can. And I turned ads off anyway, so there's not really much of a reason to be subscribed anyway because there's not as many ads now. I'll take a $2,000 loss this next year streaming by turning off the ads. But not getting cut off in the middle of every conversation is worth more than that to me. I can make $2,000 in half a week. I can't... In a year, if I lose out on that in a year, and it means I didn't have to get interrupted every fucking 30 minutes... Good. I'm with it. I don't know how many ads Twitch hits you with. I've been live for an hour and 5 minutes. I don't know if anybody's been here for most of that. If you've, how many ads you were socked with or not. I don't, have you noticed less? You don't think you've gotten a single one? And that's abnormal, right? It's not usually...